let's watch Planet of Evil episode 1 and also episode 2. And I'll come up with some theories, probably. This guy's like, yes, Zeta Minor, the last known planet to ever be discovered.
Last planet of the known universe.
Yeah, just like, there it is, Zeta Minor, the last planet of the known universe. And this guy just looks at him like, oh my god, you're so dramatic. Like, this isn't a particularly major thing to happen. Like, people are just like going beyond the edge of the known universe all the fucking time. There's just so many directions you can take, but it's not special. Okay, let's see if we can catch him.
There it is, Zeta Minor, the last planet of the known universe.
Like, the way that just so unimpressively just looking up being like, really? Are we really doing this shit again? Like, you're being very pretentious about something which is just not special, commonplace. Such a drama queen. Amazing.
Krasinski, you'll lead the landing party.
Alright, so, and this guy's like, you're gonna lead the landing party. And he's like, without a scan. And I think he's been trying to convince this guy to do a scan for a while.
You are going to scan first. No, it's advised procedure before physical landing on any
Like this, like, it's advised procedure before physically landing on any exoplanet is like such a sort of like, he's had this argument 1,000 times with this guy and is just drawn into it again. Like, these are all the reasons why you should absolutely do a scan, and this guy's like, nah, go there, and if you die, you die. This has been a squabble for a long time.
Technically, Zeta Minor is not an ex-planet. Professor Science's party has been on the surface for months. They might have been dead for months, they've not reported. Krasinski, you know.
Oh my god, just the way he has a response to everything, like, yeah, just incredible. This argument has happened so many times. This is just the last time they have this argument. It's the culmination of all of it.
We've enough for the return journey and an emergency reserve. I cannot waste that on a low-level scan.
Oh my god, amazing. Oh my god, he just like brings it up again. He's just got like a counter argument for everything this guy says. Just like, this guy's like, this is what you're gonna do, and this guy's just like, yeah, unless something gets in our way. Do a scan, please, for the love of God. It is the most logical thing to do. I need a scan, please. I'm gonna die.
You're equipped and trained to deal with all normal contingencies.
Like, the look on this person's face, just like, oh my god, you know my stance. I've told you so many times. Like, this isn't even a conversation at this point. This is just two immovable objects. Alright, so Sarah Jane just asked for the key, which means that, you know how, like, Susan, I can't remember when it was, probably in, like, the first story. Oh, it was in the Daleks, wasn't it? We find out that, like, there's, like, a whole bunch of ways of entering the key in the door. And I think there's, like, 20. And if you get the wrong one, the lock for the door just destroys itself and you'll never get into the Tardis. And I think something happened that made the Doctor realise, shit, that could happen really easily. I need to change that. And that's why it never comes up again. Because the Doctor takes down that function. Like, it almost happens once, and the Doctor's like, shit, okay, I need to fix this now. This isn't like the chameleon circuit. This is gonna get me killed. You know what? The sensorites is the thing that proves that the Doctor's taken down the defences. Because the lock just gets extracted. And before that would have like had a calamitous effect, but the Doctor's sort of taken down the sort of auto defences of the TARDIS on its lock. Yeah, this is like how Iron Man just like upgrades their suits every time we see them, and the Doctor's upgrading the TARDIS every time we see them, sort of. Oh, that'd be so cool if they just keep adding and adding and adding and adding functions. We don't see it because they've got hidden switches that they switch with their hidden arms, because, you know, the Doctor says that they have hidden arms. I think Capaldi says that when Nardal's like, don't you have to have, like, I can't remember how many arms, but, you know, more than humans have. And the Doctor says, I have hidden talents and hidden arms. So yeah, they're like working stuff on their like interdimensional computer that we have no access to because we're not of those dimensions. There's some sort of ultimate puppet master, perhaps. Okay, I think this guy now raving about how it's on the edge of the known universe, that's him kind of mockingly using his opponent's words. Like, I think they're being really goofy right now. And that is a barely suppressed smile. Like, that is literally just a smile that they're really trying to conceal. That smile that's been just forced down at the edges. He finds this so hilarious. He loves it. Okay, so if both of those guys who are arguing with each other and getting on each other's tits and just rehearsing the same arguments again and again, if they were both on that trip, then yeah, I didn't realise it wasn't just the guy who was complaining about it. Like they were both going on the trip, and that puts it in an interesting light. Like, these are arguments that are played out, but it's like the other guy's being noble, being like, no, there will be no scan, and the other guy's, but we're gonna die. But the other guy's like, look, we need to keep the power of the ship within an acceptable level so that we can actually get out of this planet. And this guy is just like, but if we're not alive to get it. Like, I don't know, I guess I just didn't realise they were the same, but it just adds an extra depth to their bickering. One the noble, one the coward who still goes forward still, so they are both brave in their own way. If what makes Doctor Who special is that it's fan fiction of everything. It's like Quentin Tarantino, which is fan fiction of so much stuff, and Doctor Who is like Quentin Tarantino for kids. Alright, the way that the Doctor talks about the planet of evil, as if it's like, you know, the life force inhabiting it it's existed side by side with the universe all this time, and they're like their antitheses. That's the Solitract. This is the Solitract. This is the first story about the Solitract. Incredible. Now the Doctor's talking about antimatter and how it's antimatter, so maybe it's Omega reaching out. Like, hey buddy, I'm at least in the universe. It may be on the very edge of the universe. The edge of the known universe, but I'm reaching out. I guess Omega knows that he can't be taken into the main universe. This is as much of an existence as he is able to afford himself because of Time Lords. The Time Lords are searching for him. Right, so Omega is basically only able to be on the edge of the known universe because if Omega becomes part of the known universe, then the Time Lords will find them because everyone and everything works for division. So you can't be within the known universe in order to be in the universe. So this is a place where Omega exists. This is an Omega story. Okay, so I think it could be both the Solitract and Omega's antimatterverse, which means that the Solitract is the antimatterverse. And Omega was somehow able to be a part of that. And the Solitract's like, this guy is the worst company. And he would be. He's not a fun time. He's just a dick. So is this an Omega story or is this a Solitract story? Is Omega ultimately the Solitract? And that smile to the kids in the Punch and Judy show when he was taking Peter Davison's form. He's able to embody more of that, explore more of that, as the Solitract with the 13th Doctor. The Solitract is Omega just letting go of the need to control and just savouring life. And also they're probably in love with the Doctor. And the Doctor's presumably in love with them. Like, the surviving Time Lords are basically a big polycule. An asexual polycule. I've linked in my Instagram bio and my YouTube videos a Palestinian charity you can donate to if you want to support me. Also, you can help me with subtitles and that would be really helpful and make my videos more accessible. Just saying.